NecroDancer on impossible difficulty. So I've had a great time.
はい、お待たせしました。引き続き司会は私、石津が務めさせていただきます。よろしくお願いします。次のゲームは、レフト・オブ・ザ・ネクロ・ダンサー。今、レストリームではハードショーケースってなってますが、難易度変更されて、インポッシブルショーケースでお送りいたします。つまり、さらに難易度が高くなったって考えていいでしょうかね。すごい。数年使ったらいきなり気分が破断して後ろにひっくり返った。わあ。やっぱり、がっつり使うものにはお金かけた方がいいなって。私もデスクトップパソコンを初めて買った時、ケチってブルーレイ非対応のものにしちゃったんですね。ブルーレイ対応にしておけばよかったなって思いました。なんか今すごいいい音楽が流れている。なんかパイレーツとかで流れそう。はい。では、ゲームの説明ですね。レフト・オブ・ザ・ネクロダンサーは、音ゲーでございます。音ゲーのショーケース。これは、元はクリプト・オブ・ネクロダンサーっていうリズムに合わせて動くアクションゲームですね。コストコにもゲーミングチェアがあるとは。そうでね、このクリプト・オブ・ネクロダンサー。これはほら、ゼルダの伝説でも同タイプの系列が出てきていますね、確か。ケイデンス・オブ・ザ・ハイラル。ですね、ちょっと、任天堂スイッチで一斉配信された時にちょっと触ってみましたが、難しかったです。レフト・オブ・ザ・ネクロダンサー、今回ショーケースっていうことで、バーで奏者さんのスーパープレイを見ようぜっていうものですね、ショーケースは主に。スーパープレイっていうか、主にこれはね、音ゲーで出てくることが多いんですが、このショーケースっていうの。例えばクローンヒーローとか、直近のリストリームイベントだと。そうだ。なんだったっけ、サバヨシさんが走っていらっしゃったゲーム。ビビットステータスだ。ビビットステータス。いや、ほんとクローンヒーローのショーケースすごかったですね。すごかったですし。この前のフロストバタールズで披露されたサバヨシさんが披露してくださったビビットステータスもすごかったですね。もう曲のリストも公開なさっていたぐらいには、非常に気合の入ったショーケースでございました。だって、奏者のIllegallySamさんって方、この方、ペンシルバニア州にいる、ペンシルバニア州の奏者さんでございますね。この方、いろんなゲームを走っていますが、なんか意外なことにこのネクロダンサーは走っていらっしゃらないみたいですね。スピードランに登録がないだけかもしれないですけど。
Thank you so much for bringing me back here, and thank you so much. I mean, almost $2,400 and counting. I mean, we still got the rest of today and tomorrow.
つまり音ゲーショーケース。さて何が出てくるのかわかんない。そうだ、レベルランっていうのもあるんだ。そうか、ゲームによってはそうですよね。レベルランもあるようだ。
Very run that's coming up here. We do have some bonus songs that are still needing to be unlocked. We've unlocked
ビットが達成されればさらにボーナスソングが収録 されるとのこと
Song number
で、
4, we need $80 for that. We have
16
13
曲
and a
披露される予定で
so
ございます。
still got some work to do on that one, but chat, considering we're gotten to this point,
で、まあ、
I
も
have
し
faith in you that we should get that done
ね、もし
easily. So, let's
で
keep
もし
it
もね、ビッ
going.
ドが
Like I
達成
said,
されれ
keep
ば
releasing a
5
whole
曲
bunch of
追加
money
され
here
て、
for
それも
the
全部
Warriors.
コラボ曲ですね。スーパーミートボールからスラッガーズ・リフレイン、同じくスーパーミートボーイからボーツ・ブリーズ、セレステからスカーレット・ロスト、クリプト・オブ・ザ・ネクロダンサー、まあこれは本家からですね。そこからパワード・カーズ、で最後にピザタワーから It's Pizza Time の5曲がビッド達成されれば披露されます。最後にピザタワー持っていくか、耳に残る It's Pizza Time、あれですよね。絶対脱出するときに流れる曲だ。達成されてほしいところ。で、プレベントポードトータル。今、マイルストーンが 74% ですね。聞きたい。そうですね。私もめっちゃ聞きたいんで、もうこれはもう現地の方々のビッドを
Alrighty, folks.
待つしかない。
Well, here's the thing. If Justin Timberlake is to believe,
てか、ホストの方が変わりましたね。
the feeling. But you can start it, and who better to do that than our friend IllegallySam with a showcase run of Rift of the NecroDancer.
ですね。日本からビッドしようと思ったんですけど、ダメでしたね。あ、今ちょっと寄付先のことについて言おうとしたら、もうゲーム画面来ましたね。早いな。
This is Rift of the NecroDancer, a spin-off sequel, something or other of Crypt of the NecroDancer. If you
はい
are
あ、これデイリーチャレンジャーあるんだ。知らなかった。
now, it's more of a
カ
traditional
スタムミュージッ
rhythm
ク
beat,、
ストーリーモードもある。
with a few twists here and
なんか
there.
ストーリーモードはベビットステータスにもあると、
But I'm not,
なんか沢吉さんの
here alone for you
なんか
here
ノート
tonight.
記事とか
I'm joined by
拝見したら
Echo
書かれてあ
Tree.
りましたね。
Introduce yourself.
そちらビビットステータスもなんか非公式でもう沢吉さんが中心になって翻訳をなさっているとのことでね。楽しみですね。で、あ、コメンテーターがいらっしゃるこのゲーム。エコーツリーさんって方がコメンテーターですね。さて、インポッシブルショーケースでちゃんと言っていますね。さあ、
I was going to ask before we get started.
すごいもう難易度すごい S とか R とかそうやって。で、最初の曲はディスコディザスターですね。まあ例によって楽曲を披露している間は黙りますね。私が声を発してそれで
go flawlessly, but
とても素敵な楽曲が途切れてしまったら大変申し訳ないので、ね、やはりここは皆さんで曲を聴きましょう。
go ahead and hop into things, and you'll get an idea of what this game's got going on for you as we get going.
あ、なんか上見たれば
Disco Disaster.
上見たらピザタワーの楽曲があっ
We'll
た。
get started in 3.
あ、プラクティスモード、ショップキーパーモード。
All right, so this is Rift of the NecroDancer. It is a
はい、グッドラック。
lane-based rhythm game, a la something like Guitar Hero. But you know, those aren't notes.
Right away, you can just see the utter chaos that Sam is having to deal with here. We got a lot of enemies to deal with. So we got the slimes. These are green, blue, and red slimes. Or sorry, and gold slimes, all with different number of times you gotta hit them. Green being you just have to hit them once, blue you have to hit them twice, and then the third variant of slimes you have to hit them 3 times. Skeletons are pretty basic enemies, but if you see them with a shield, you have to do 2 hits in 1 beat. And you also can notice some bats here. The bats kind of wrap around the screen in different variations depending on their colors. We got some worms. These are the big, long dragon-like creatures with the little googly eyes. What else we got? We got some blade masters. These are the guys with the swords. They make a little sound and then you have to hit them on the next beat when they charge up at you. Lots of enemies here in this first showcase, in this first song already, but Sam is going at it for sure. You can also notice each of the different enemies. Underneath them, they can either have a circle, a diamond, or a little like squiggly shape, and that helps Sam know which beat to hit them on. So any enemies with the circle, you hit it on the full beat, and then any enemies with the diamond, you hit on the half beat. And then the little squiggly shapes, it's not on a set beat. You just have to know based on the
It's a
music.
secret third thing.
A lot of muscle memory, yeah. But you can also see we are building up a charged meter, a super meter. That's the little lightning bolts above our health. Still at 10 health, so we're doing pretty good. There are food to help you recover if you do get hit by an enemy. But every time you miss a beat, you take a damage. We're doing pretty well, staying pretty consistently at 10 health.
Yeah, this first song here is a great example of a song where I don't miss a lot of enemies, but it's very easy to accidentally hit one of the arrow keys when there's no enemies there, which still makes you lose your combo.
Yeah, so you can see our combo in the bottom right. And in order to get the full combo, you have to do everything perfectly for a song. So that means no extra beats and no missed beats.
インポッシブル難易度がエゴすぎる。
But that's the
ノー
first
ツ数が
song
多すぎる。
done
ノーツ
already.
の種類が多す
We're
ぎる。
jamming out, we're just getting started
Any
here.
Crypt of the
ごめんなさい、ちょっ
NecroDancer
とこれ私
fans
ハイ
would
スピが
have
欲しい
recognized that
な
song, 'cause that was
私は
a
主にポ
remix
ップ
of
ミュージック
Disco
をメインに
Descent.
プレイしている音ゲーマーなんです
which
が、
is
ハイスピがないと視認性がない。
Now we're gonna move on to
じゃあ次のゲーム、次。
Visualize Yourself by Josie Breckman.
Visual Life
This
Yourself。
game has a variety of composers in it, and you're gonna be hearing from all of them.
Oh, now we get the harpy enemies. These are these little flying creatures. You know when they stand up, they're gonna charge at you on the next beat. So greens, you just have to hit once. Blues, you have to hit twice. And we're also seeing some traps here, right? So these, if an enemy steps over a trap, the little question mark blocks, they become invisible. So Sam has to remember what the enemies are before they come up to the arrows here.
Or at least I can remember
also
on the
see the-
songs that are nice enough to show me before they actually turn question marks.
Oh yeah. I'm sure some of them you don't get to see much before they turn into question marks. But we also see the yellow skeletons. These ones you hit once and then they sort of bounce backwards until they hit another enemy and then come right back at you. I do love the use of the traps though with the songs, because it does seem that they always appear in beat, these traps. The developers are very, very careful with what they plan. We also see some portals. This lets the enemies teleport around if they enter a portal. Ooh, we get some armadillos now. These are, I believe, the final enemy type. So already in the first two songs, we've seen nearly all the enemies. The armadillos, you have to do 3 hits in 1 beat, so they are very fast.
There is still zombies. We haven't seen them yet.
Oh, that is true, yes. And these skulls also, if you hit them, you have to hit them once and then more skeletons show up. For the white skull variant, and then the blue and the red variants, you have to hit them 2 times, and then more skeletons appear in various locations. So pretty much the first time you play this game, it's very. I'd recommend a tutorial, because then you can see and really learn all the different patterns of the enemies. But Sam here, being a pro, has memorized all the movement patterns. As we see here, the final enemy type, the zombies, these ones bounce all over the place. My personal least favorite enemy type, because they just mess with my brain.
You're not alone. There's
We're seeing different color armadillos also. So the yellow ones you have to hit 3 beats in 1. The blue armadillos, you have to hit the first 2 beats and then not the 3rd beat. And then the red ones, you have to hit the first and the 3rd beats. All in one. All in 1 beat per minute count.
It sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is, because when you know the songs, they line up pretty well to what you're expecting. It's just, you know, sight reading, they're definitely not easy to figure out at first.
Yeah, that's very true. The more you become familiar with these songs, it makes sense when the enemies are coming up to your bar to hit.
There's a number of songs where even like the patterns, I have no idea what I'm looking at, but because I know what the song
素晴ら
sounds
しい
like, I
非
still
常
know
に
what
素
to
晴ら
play.
しい。何ですかゾンビ。
Yes, I can definitely.
ノーツ
attest
が
to that as
ノーツ自身
well.
が移動するんじゃないよ。
Some of the more
ほんと手
difficult
元を見てみて
songs.
もうたったレーンが出てくるな3連なのになんでこんなに難しいのか。 次 温暖度
Alright, but now we're moving on to Oh
3曲目です。
You know, I gotta say that having never seen this game before and just watching the first two songs, I'm absolutely fascinated, as I'm sure everyone else in chat is as well. And if you want to see more of this, we've still got a couple bonus songs to unlock. To get that fourth bonus song, we need another $67 to get us there. So use the donate command in chat. Be sure to apply it toward that donation incentive so we can get more of this absolutely awesome rhythm game.
Oh yeah, everyone go donate. We'd love to show more of this off because there are some fun IPs that are in here. Other games that have collaborated with Rift of the NecroDancer. We'd love to show off some of those songs too.
And here's the thing, folks. As far as what those IPs and what those songs are, those are going to remain a mystery. So if you would like to you know, get past the intrigue, if the curiosity is absolutely eating away at you, well, I think you know what you need to do. You need to donate to Prevent-A-Thon and help us raise money for Little Warriors.
As an extra little fun fact, of all of the extra songs that are added from other games, some of them were paid DLC, some of them were not. To give you a little taste of what to expect.
That is true. So to fully unlock all of the games, there are additional DLCs. But this is a very affordable game. And I would definitely recommend anybody to pick it up. Even if you're not good at rhythm games and this looks very overwhelming, there is a difficulty setting for everyone. There's easy, medium, hard, and impossible. So whatever skill set you're at, this game can match it.
Also, for the record, I did not start playing Impossible. When I first started playing this game, even these Impossible tracks were like, I can't play this. And then fast forward a few months and you know, I'm playing them. So, just because you think you can't play these songs on this difficulty doesn't mean you can't. You just haven't tried yet, usually. You gotta give yourself more credit.
Yeah, you work your way up there, you practice. There is a dedicated practice mode actually, which is very useful, where you can't actually die, but you can continue playing the songs. So that's super useful. Another thing also to just help clear some of the songs, when you use your special meter, you can't actually take damage during that special meter use. You can still break your combo, but your health won't go down if you get hit by an enemy, only during that special meter activation. So it is nice, sometimes if you're having trouble clearing a song, I know I use this strategy myself to help you get past the difficult part, you can use your special meter, but the main use of the special meter is to boost your score. So during that lightning activation, your combo, or sorry, not your combo, but your multiplier doubles what it currently is at. So currently it's at 4.
すごい。
Combo would go to 8.
画面上部のちっちゃいゲージが多分ある曲の中とで
If
す
you're
ね
going。for a high score, you only ever want to use it when you're at a full combo.
でもダメージ
because
食らってもリンゴで回復できるっていうことを知りました。まあそうしたら耐えきれないやとでも。
it doesn't give you as much if it's not a time for going up to times
アマラ
8.
ガマニック。
Absolutely, yeah.
マニアック。
I've made that mistake right after
Yo,
I
go back.
missed an enemy, I use it, and I was like, wait a second, now my multiplier is only at 2 instead of the 8 it could have been.
Right, now we got another Alex McCullough banger in Amalgamaniac. This song does
I
feature.
should also mention...
Oh, go for it.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I was saying I should also mention the characters. So we have Cadence on the left here. This is our main hero during the whole quest. We're currently in the free play, but this game also does have a really awesome story mode. And then Merlin, our little wizard friend on the right here, is helping us defeat some of these monsters, but you'll see a handful of fun characters.
Many of which you will recognize if you play Crypt.
Oh yes, absolutely.
This song also has a new trap that we haven't seen up to this point, which is the fire trap.
Oh yeah, you see the little fire animation on the slimes? I love it. They pretty much just move twice the normal speed they would after entering the fire. I do love the charged up animation too of Cadence. She looks so amped up and jamming with the music and just completely powerful.
I mean, the power name does fit very thematically because it's called Vibe Power after all.
Sam, I have a question for you. How do you have your hands arranged on the keys? Like, which fingers are where?
Okay, so the way this game is controlled is there's two options. Either you could be on the arrow keys or WASD, where you can see the lanes have the specific arrows that they correspond to, while the down key plays all three at the same time. The way I have my hands configured is a little different because I'm using both control methods at the same time. So I'm using both my hands to play some of these harder rhythms.
That is definitely something necessary for the impossible. On hard, you can get away with just one set.
Amazing.
None of the base game songs explicitly require two hands. They can be played with one hand, but a lot of them are hard enough that it's made a lot easier using both hands. While there are DLC songs that outright require both hands, it is impossible to play it with one hand. Which you might be seeing later.
Yeah, I was gonna say the DLC ones are definitely harder, so if you want to see even more difficult rhythm showcases, you know what to do, chat.
Also, as a bonus fun fact, I've only FC'd 3 songs on the impossible difficulty. 2 of them are DLC songs.
てかこのゲーム去年発売だったのか。
Get all 5 songs met.
チーズ最初回復アイテムだって分かりませんでした。リンゴで回復できていた、リンゴで回復したのが初めて見たんで。なるほど。へえ。肉は3回叩くんですね。肉まだ出てきてないな。じゃあ次、カウント、ファンクラー。
Yeah, I do have either an S or an S plus ranking on every song you're going to be seeing today. And those are based on how many points you get on the song, where S plus is the highest ranking.
Well, we also could briefly see our third trap, where if you hit if a slime or a ground enemy passes over the little arrow trap, they basically just move forward. So you have to be a little cautious not to sight read too far because those arrows could mess up when enemies are coming.
Also, if you thought things weren't funky enough, this is Count Funkula by Danny Baranowski.
Oh yeah, super groovy track here. I don't think we get a better saxophone showcase. This is the song for it. I saw earlier the chat was putting a bunch of dance emotes. I love it. Keep them coming throughout. Whenever you hear a song that you really love, absolutely dance your way in chat.
Also, for anybody who does recognize the name Danny Baranowski, he is the composer from the original Crypt of the NecroDancer.
Yeah, I personally have not played Crypt of the NecroDancer, but I definitely need to after how much I've loved Rift.
Even if you don't play Crypt, at least listen to the soundtrack. Because
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
if you think this soundtrack's good, the original Crypt is also very good.
I will say these games, though, are known for their high scale of difficulty for sure. I think I read that, like, only a dozen people have 100%ed Crypt of the NecroDancer, like, ever, since it came out.
Yeah, Crypt is
This
no
game
joke.
is difficult 100% too, yeah. It is interesting for me hearing all the songs on this impossible difficulty, because it does not miss a single beat of the song, in terms of when they have enemies coming up.
ちょっとスローテンポペースでも難しいのは相変わらずですね。
With these songs.
うん、ランクごとになん
Because
か
if you don't know them inside and out, you have
主
to
人
be
公のポー
really
ズ
good
変
at
わる
reading
の
what's
いい
coming
で
down
す
the
ね。
line.
じゃあ次の曲、オーバーティンカ
But speak, can I pop in
Let's
here
rock.
with a couple
Go
things?
for it.
Yeah, we have a $2 donation here from anonymous who said from an anonymous donor, excuse me, who says I could listen to the Alex Mukhalif tracks forever. Amalgamanic is easily my favorite song in the game. Now that one was put toward the bonus song number 4, which is now at $15.50 out of the 80 that we need for that one. And I know that the host before was kind of dropping some hints as to what these mystery songs could be. So song number 4, what hint could I see here? Okay, so the I'll say this. Think like 80s rock anthems. The name of this song definitely reminds me of something that was very prevalent in a lot of 80s rock anthems. Speaking of donations and incentives and whatnot, we actually have a new one that just opened up, and it's for the GeForce run, which is going to be following Rift of the NecroDancer here. And that is if you want to upgrade the category to be gunless. If you would like to see that, that incentive will need to be met before the run starts, but it's only $25 to get there, so that one should be a fairly easy one to meet. So if you would like to see GeForce done gunless, $25 is what we will need for that one.
All right, let's go, chat. We're making our way towards these bonus songs. We still got a bit more to showcase in the base game first, but let's see how many extra ones we can do. This is personally one of my favorite songs to play. It's very, very satisfying.
Oh yeah, no, this song is great. It's by Jules Conroy, also known as Family Jules, if you're a fan of YouTube music covers of video game music. He was also part of the original Crypt of the NecroDancer's soundtrack, so he's another returning composer for the franchise.
Oh, there's a lot of amazing, like, lesser-known artists that contribute their work towards this game.
Also, if you thought this song was intense enough, just wait for the guitar solo.
Oh, let's go! Increasing that speed tenfold with all those slimes.
Yep, that.
危なー危なーコンボロストって出ると1尾削られるのが危なーセーフセーフセーフあやく落ちるところでした。危ないオーバーテンカーやば。次クエプクエスチャーなるほど赤アルマジロが厄介ってことか。ダトが赤マジロに出てるし
Well,
Very true, yeah.
Speaking of 4/4 time, this song isn't that.
This is also the NecroDancer on the right here. And you may wonder what kind of outfit he's in. Well, if you actually play the story mode, you can tell that he's working at a hamburger restaurant. So there's actually fun little mini games you can play in the story mode. One of which you get to make burgers with the NecroDancer himself.
That's how it's done.
Also, this song is another remix of a song from Crypt of the NecroDancer. This song in the original Crypt is called Cryptek. This time around, it's the sequel, so it's Cryptuk.
I was wondering how to pronounce this one. I never quite knew.
I also don't know, that's just what I call it. Because then you could also make, if you have any Canadians, you can also make fun of whether they call it a beanie or a toque as a result of this song's name.
Ah, that's right.
Keep it together. Okay.
Oh, we're getting a little low here, but these apples getting us back up. It is a fun little animation though, the characters get very stressed. But a power up and some apples to save us. Let's go.
Yeah, a lot of these songs aren't.
It kind of reminds. Go ahead. I was just saying, it kind of reminds me of Puzzle Fighter when your board gets stacked up and your character just kind of starts sweating or breathing real hard because they're nervous about dying. It kind of reminds me of that.
And a lot of these songs aren't like as brutal as you would expect when it comes to the health, because they do give you a lot of food on some of these songs.
Now we're talking.
Excellent.
There definitely are moments where you can tell it gets a bit stressful when you're at 1, 2, 3 health, but yeah, already back up to 8 with the amount of healing. You gotta get back in the groove. It's very easy once you miss one hit to keep that downward spiral for the next few seconds.
この譜面アルマジロ多すぎ3連符地獄微妙に3連符が違う。黄色がタッタッタ青がタッタ赤がタッタってちょっと跳ねてる。赤がちょっと跳ねリズム気味の3連符なんですね。リンゴうまい。リンゴが美味しい。リンゴがないとやっていけないわ。じゃあ次8曲目です。
Another reason why my laptop is a handicap in
Nook
that
turning.
I can't hold down all 3
Let's
arrow
go.
keys at the same time, and or else it just won't register one of them.
Oh, you have to do the downward? That's interesting.
Because like I said,
I personally prefer to use all 3 whenever I can.
like I said, my laptop is a flawless machine.
Yeah. Oh, here we see our little vampire lady friend. Nocturna, I believe is her name. Yeah. Fitting with the song, Nocturning.
Also, this is the first song we have seen from the duo of Sam Webster and Nick Nosbaum.
This one I get very like mechanical vibes. Like gears turning in a clock.
No, I can see that. especially this part right here. The other night,
I guess also.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. We also haven't mentioned yet. Each hit you can get either a miss, an okay, a good, a great, or a perfect, depending on how precisely accurate you time things. So when you're going for like the top scorers, you want as many perfects as you can. But if you're just trying to clear it, you can get away with some goods and okays.
The other night, I was trying to FC this song, and I came very close. I had 0 misses, but I had 1 mistake that made me lose my combo, and so unfortunately, I still don't have the FC on it just yet.
Excellent.
But with every practice, you're learning more and more about the song.
Yeah, because this falls into the category of I haven't FC'd it yet, but I know for a fact that I am capable of doing it because I've FC'd every part of it.
This level is very harpy based, and I personally feel like the harpies are a bit of an easier enemy compared to the blade masters or the zombies once you know their movement pattern.
Yeah, harpies are definitely not that bad as long as they're not red.
Very good.
Yes, we did see a couple of the red harpies. Those ones go a lot. They go twice as fast as the green harpies. So you have to be very aware when they're coming. And especially when the game combines red, green, and blue harpies all at once, it's a little difficult to keep track of.
Especially when sight reading on fast songs, they just come out of nowhere so quickly you can't even tell what's happening, and then by the time you know, you've already lost.
Seeing some more of the red ones here, but it is nice to have them in a dedicated lane.
赤ハーピー来るタイミングが早いんだな。
Yeah, the red harpies will get worse in some of the later songs, I promise.
そうか、だから急に現れた時に対応できない可能性もあるんだ。
How are you feeling so far?
はい、というわけで、折り返し入ります。次、グラスケージズ。フェイト、なんか書いてありますね。
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like I'm not doing as well in some of these songs I'd like.
早い
As long as I'm not failing out, I can't complain too much.
In the zone.
Well, I think we want to keep those good feelings going if we have some more songs for you to play, isn't that right?
Absolutely.
That's right. We still have about $65 left in order to get song number 4 unlocked. I'll give you another hint here for the song. Electrical supply. There you go. Think about that. Electrical supply. What is it that gives you an electrical supply? So keep donating there and you'll find out exactly what that means. Also, don't forget we've got the GeForce donation incentive opened up now. If you want to see that run gunless, we need just $25 for that one. That's a nice, easy one to meet. Let's go ahead and get that done, because again, that needs to be done before the run starts. So if you want to see that, you can't wait for the break. We want to get that done during this game here.
This is definitely a bit of a faster song than the previous ones we've seen, a higher BPM. And you can really tell when all the enemies are coming at you at once.
Also, we had the saxophone song earlier, now we have the violin song.
Tons of Blade Masters right there. They are a very unique enemy in that they can attack you when they are at any position on the grid. As long as it's their next beat that they open the sword, they come out and attack you. But they could be right next to you, right towards the arrows, or they could be way far in the back. So you have to pay attention to that little sword unsheathing sound.
I definitely need to focus this next part because it's a lot of skulls.
You got it.
Very good. I'm on fire.
There we go. When I was first learning this song on Impossible, that entire section, I was like, I have no idea what any of these patterns are. I'm mashing for the next 20 seconds and hope I get through.
早い曲でアルマジロを叩かせるな。
Mashing.
And it was like that
一列
for
のゾン
way
ビは本当
longer
温
than
情
I
です
care
ね
to。admit, but I've finally actually kind of learned what those
サラ・
patterns
ハー
are
ブとさ
finally.
A だ。素晴らしい。何とってももう素晴らしいとしか言いようがない。
Alright.
じゃあ次10曲目ですね。
We haven't had enough Jules Conroy yet, so let's
Materiachi.
get some more metal in here with Matriarch.
Oh yeah, this is
One, let's rock.
one of my favorite songs in the entire
This
game.
one is very, very good.
Awesome.
Very rock-based here at the beginning.
Yes, this song has a lot of triplets and a lot of zombies.
I'm on fire.
When you get these packs of red zombies coming at you, it can be very difficult to fit together like a puzzle where they're coming at next.
To an extent, sometimes you just kind of have to memorize it.
In the zone.
Despite having so many triplets and fast notes, and being a metal song, the song actually has a low enough BPM that's not that bad. I mean, not saying it's an easy song by any means, but this was one of the first songs I cleared on Impossible when the game first came out that I hadn't already played in one of the demos. Just simply because it's a lot slower than some of the other songs.
It does seem like a lot of the difficulty is just trying to get those triplets out fast, and then these red zombies here
Exactly.
adds to the difficulty. But once you know the pattern, it can be a bit simpler.
And like I said, because it's a lower BPM song, the triplets aren't nearly as hard as they are in some other songs.
It is fun to watch as well with all these arrow traps, the armadillos and skeletons just sliding across.
Right on.
Also, you notice the characters bobbing along in tempo with the song. You'll probably also notice me doing the exact same thing in my webcam.
I am as well, just listening to this song. It helps to keep the rhythm, like, physically.
In the zone.
I'm also a musician outside of this game, so keeping
なん
along
か
with beat using
赤ア
physical
ルマジ
motions
ロ
with
が
my
交互に
body
やっ
is
てくるとなん
also
か
a
交互連
very
打み
normal
た
thing
い
for
で
me
非常にいいです
in
ね。
that sense.
You know, I'm glad you're able to keep your
すごい S ランク
keep
S ランク
your
S ランク
rhythm
来た。
there for
多分
those
S ランクは
songs,
これ
but
最高だわ。
Chad, I
じゃ
feel
あ
like
次
we
11曲
kind
目
of we
アンダー
kind
ド
of
サンダ
lost
ー。
our
Let's go.
rhythm when it comes to these donations coming in. We've been sitting here still on 15 and a half
早いよ。
out of the 80 that we need for song number 4 here for quite some time. So we want to get some movement in on that, and don't forget we've got that GeForce Gunless incentive that's now available as well. So use the donate command in chat to get that link up, apply it towards the incentive of your choice, and let's get more ripped to the NecroDancer. I know y'all are fascinated by this right now.
Oh yeah, look how fast this song is. Definitely one of the fastest we've seen so far. The characters are bopping so fast.
Now let's slow it down a little bit. Yeah,
Oh yeah, we got a tempo change
this
there.
song is the absolute biggest culprit of tempo changes in the base game. Because it is tied for the fastest BPM out of any of the songs, but it also slows down a lot, which really throws you off when you're first learning it.
There is no indicator of when a tempo is gonna change other than just memorizing when it would be or anticipating a beat drop.
So when the song speeds back up, good luck.
Show off. I'm on fire.
It is satisfying to see the slimes bobbing super fast though, and the skeletons dancing. I love the little attention in the character design and the enemy design. It seems like everything is always dancing. And the skeletons putting their hands up.
When I said this song changes tempo a lot, I was not kidding.
On a roll.
It does seem like a lot of whiplash too, going from super fast to now you're like slow as a snail, and then just instantly speeding back up. I'm getting some like sci-fi vibes from this song. Chat, let us know what your favorite song is, that either if you've played the game out of all of them or what we've heard so far.
There's no
何
wrong
ですか
answers, but
初めて
there
出
are
てきた
correct
青
answers.
忍者結構遠いところからやってくるじゃ
I
ないですか。
What's your personal favorite, Sam?
Also, I think I was like 20 points away from getting an S rank.
じゃあ次
Ooh,
エル
so
ティッチ
close.
ホー
That's
ス。
actually perfect timing because I was literally the next song is my favorite song.
あ、これソチャさんのお気に入りソングみたいです
And it
ね。
is an Alex McCullough song.
Let's rock.
Eldridge House, that just seems scary based on the name.
Yeah, fun fact, it's not talking about an actual house, it's talking about the music genre of house.
Ah, that's clever.
I'm on fire.
So if this song reminds you of something like Daft Punk, that was very intentional.
A lot more of these red zombies. Oh no. This song definitely has a lot of portals, so you have to know when things are coming up.
The song is no joke when it comes to trying to play it well. Despite being a relatively low tempo, makes up for it in complexity.
Together.
And bass solo.
Rock on.
You're seeing here some of the green zombies also starting to like overlap each other on the spaces, just because there's so many enemies at once. The game doesn't have room on the grid to show them all. It doesn't happen too often in these early ones, but I'm expecting some of the DLC songs we would absolutely see a lot of overlapping enemies.
In the zone.
It's so satisfying the way the portals appear with the music too. Visually stunning all around.
Now we're talking. All right.
And now we're at the hard part.
Oh no, I see a lot of armadillos. Let's see how this goes.
Show off.
A lot of these armadillos too are off beats completely.
Bring on.
Yeah, a lot of those armadillos were starting on beat 3 of the
すごい
triplet.
バラエティに富んだ
So
曲
you're
でござい
playing
ました
3
ね
and then 1 or 3 and then 1 and 2
Hi.
of the triplet, which just, if you don't know to expect it, it's
Right.
rough.
B ランクが
Game for another.
Which is why that's the hard part, because on top of that, there's just
あ、てかリーダーなんか
extra notes
イン
thrown
ターネッ
in
ト
there
上
that require
で
extra
スコア競えるんだ。じゃあ次の
Yeah, I
曲
was feeling those triplets near the end.
レイブ
That
レン
was-
ジ
That was definitely good.
So that last song was my favorite song in the game. This is my favorite chart in the game.
3, 2,
またフェバリットって言った
Oh,
だから
to
早いっ
listen
て
to?
No, like this is my favorite one to play in game, while the last one was my favorite one just to listen to.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
on a roll.
This one is tied with the fastest song in the game, but doesn't slow down at all.
Very skeleton-heavy song so far. We got a lot of bounce-back skeletons too.
I'm on fire.
I love the visual design too. Like, you get different vibes based on how the enemies are lined up. They're not all random. They're in a very like intentional way of which lane they're placed in.
Rock on.
Get a little break there for a second, and then right back into it. should also mention this game has a very good modding community too. So any song you can think of, you can make a custom track. So players themselves have made enemy layout designs based on certain songs at all difficulties. So even once you beat every single song, full clear every song, perfect every song, top of the leaderboard, there's always more fun to have with custom songs. So the game truly never ends. Oh, we have so many dance emotes in chat. Loving it.
And the game also does have a
お
in-game
ーでコメン
leaderboards,
ト欄
which
見たらこの曲が好きっていう方がいらっしゃるのでいいものだ。
this entire time, which keeps track of your highest ever score.
ランクはお見事 S エース来ましたよ S
Well, this song I'm not even in the top 100.
リーダーボード
unfortunately,
いやでも
but
これで
on
も
some
ま
of
だ
these
上に
songs, I like in the
131人
top
ぐらいいる
20 or 30,
この世界は魔境か
scores, which is pretty
じゃあ
fun.
次リフトウィーティン行きましょうが
Which is very, very impressive, chat.
さあどんな曲かな
There's a DLC
どんな
song.
譜面か
There's
な
lots of people who play those because they cost money.
3, 2, 1, go!
So, folks, I've been talking all run long about these donation incentives here, getting some more bonus showcase songs here, getting that gunless upgrade for the GeForce run coming up next. But the money that you're donating isn't just for these incentives. Remember that every single dollar that you donate goes directly toward Little Warriors, which is a national charitable organization focused on the awareness and prevention and treatment of child sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. They were granted charitable status in February 2007, opened their doors in March of 2008, and since that time they are a dedicated group of volunteers and staff that have worked to create an action-based charitable organization to bring awareness, offer prevention, education, and treatment for children, adolescents, and families who have experienced child sexual abuse. An extremely worthwhile cause, and every single dollar that you donate goes towards them and helps them with their mission, which is incredibly important. So don't forget that that's the real reason why we're donating here. Extra games are nice, the incentives are nice, but helping out these children here, these survivors, is really what this is all about.
Absolutely. Let's see just how much money we can raise for Little Warriors. We got a nice little bop here. Grooving along. A lot of shielded skeletons. I do find it very satisfying when there's different beat notes all in the same line, and then you can kind of just roll your keyboard with it.
Also, this song is called Rift Within, so if you can believe it or not, there's a lot of rift traps teleporting enemies around in this song, if you've probably noticed. Because they do try to keep cohesion with the song title when charting these as well. Because all of these patterns could be charted out any number of ways, but they specifically chart it out in these ways because it just fits the song better.
There is actually a daily challenge every single day it resets, and it is the same songs with the same notes, but the pattern of enemies is completely randomized.
random. And there's
So it's
an
fun.
entire
Yeah, well, so that
there's
is-
an entire
it's-
side mode called
しなかったか
Remix
な。
mode where it's just that for
Yeah.
every single song, and it's random every time you load up the song.
ランク A
And the date.
Oh, I
さ
haven't
て
tried
次
that
は
personally.
次の楽
Yeah,
曲
that's
は
what the daily
Babush.
challenge pulls from. It's just it sets one seed for everybody for the day. Also, for fun, we're going to turn on Shopkeeper mode for this
ショッ
one.
プキーパーモードっていうのをオンに
If
し
you,
ま
if
した
you've
ね
played NecroDancer,
こうすることでさて何が起きるんでしょう
you are
か
familiar with the Shopkeeper, so he's going to be singing
これは
along
画
with
作みたい
this one. Also, if you like being able to tell what the notes are, sorry.
I do find it great, his singing here, like an opera singer.
The song is probably my second favorite song in the game, by the way. This is a really good song.
This shopkeeper is putting his whole soul into these notes.
Yeah, the Shopkeeper is great. I love using the Shopkeeper mode.
The question mark traps are especially difficult with the skeletons, because you're not sure which ones have shields, which ones bounce back or take 2 hits. So you really have to either memorize or know based on the song what to expect coming up.
Yeah, this is the song where you just kind of have to know what's coming because it does not really give you a chance to know what's coming in terms of like actually visually seeing it.
Yeah. Especially on impossible difficulty when you're so focused on playing all your other notes, it's very hard to look ahead and try to memorize 3-4 question marks at a time. So very much muscle memory here.
Or just regular memory.
Oh yeah, that too.
「いやーいい歌声だった」コンボブレイクではライフが減らず
Song is
ミ
always
スで
really
ライフが
tricky
減るんで
because
す
even
ね
if it's not like the most mechanically difficult song in the game, but everything is
コ
just
ンボブレイク
hidden
になっちゃう条件何なん
the
だろうな
entire song.
はいとか言っててはい次がラストの曲でございます「ブレイブ・ザ・ハーベスター」という曲です
I was just about to say, this is the last base game song I'll be playing.
Okay, so we've
だ
already
ってこれをラストに持ってい
unlocked
くあ
3
た
of
り
the extended
どんな
showcase
曲なの
songs.
かもう難易度が
If
全
we
部
want
同じで
number
何が何だか
4, we still need about $65 in order to do that. If you want to see more of this, and listen, chat, I can see all your emotes. I can see everything that you're putting in here. I can tell that you are absolutely feeling this. I know I am. So if you want to see more of it, and I know that you do, you definitely want to get those donations in to unlock song number 4. Remember, there's even a song number 5 you can unlock after that if we want to just make a big old push right here to get those going. But now is the time because we're about to get into those showcase songs shortly.
In the zone.
And I will say all these DLC songs are from very notable franchises in the speedrunning community as well. So you may very well have played or even speedrun some of these songs that we're gonna showcase in the DLCs. And also, I should also say, each DLC song has a new little character on the side. So we always see Cadence on the left, but that right character changes depending on the song. So if you want to see some new character design as well, very nice to do so. This is actually one of the bosses that you can fight, because yes, this game does have boss fights, which is separate from these normal rhythm tracks.
Yeah, that is Reaper on the right there, who, again, if you played Crypt, you would recognize, because Reaper was also in Crypt. But it's a Jules Connery song, we gotta have a guitar solo.
On a roll.
This song visually to me looks the most overwhelming out of any we've seen so far.
It's funny you say that, because it's also a song where I've come very close to FCing. I have an S+ on this one. Because the patterns on this one aren't extremely complicated, it's just some of them are pretty hard to read.
That is true. It has a lot of single hit skeletons. So it could
すごい水野でしたね。すごい水でございましたね。はい、これで16曲全部終わりました。
If we're only gonna play one boss song, because we only have so much time here,
だって
I wanna
ビ
make
ットは
sure
どう
I
なっ
played
たか
that
な
one. As you can see, I have
すごいなこれ。
39th highest score on that one, because people don't play the boss songs as much as the other
39
ones.
位に位置してんのか、この
Alright,
方。
but now we're gonna move on to the
Let's see.
bonus songs. The first
Ah.
one,
さあ皆様朗報でございます。ボーナス曲が披露されることになりました。というわけで国家戦コラボ曲5曲いきますね。最初はスーパーミートボーイより
all of the Super Meat Boy songs. They're
スーパーミートボーイより
completely new remixes
スラグ
of
ド
the
リブレインでご
tracks.
ざいます。
So this is the Ballad of Little Slugger, or Slugger's Refrain.
2, 1, come on.
これだけスーパーミートボーイからの曲ですね。
Oh, and look at that awesome Meat Boy character bouncing along.
Bring on.
I remember I tried to play Super Meat Boy maybe like 5 years ago and got past the first like 3 levels, 4 levels,
Also,
maybe the first world, and then I gave up.
I mentioned requiring 2 hands, this is why.
Oh yeah, look at these harpies intersecting the worms there.
This song is not 30 difficulty for no reason.
Oh, so I see. So you have, so with your left hand, you're like holding down like the left key, and then you have to press it with the other hand on the other set of keys?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Is that what's
exactly.
going on? Oh my goodness, that's diabolical. Oh wow.
A lot of these skeletons overlapping with the shields. You can see them like bouncing in each other. Because they're all like 1/3 beat off from each other.
Now we're talking.
Meat Boy's cheering you on though. He got that fist up. He's jamming. This was one of the DLCs that was free, so it is very nice. It was their first collaboration the game did.
I unfortunately did drop my combo there. I made it pretty far into the song without dropping it, which I was pretty happy about. This is another song where I 100% can FC it, I just haven't yet. And you obviously tell why, because it's not easy.
In the zone.
Dropped a few notes at the end, but it's all good.
はい。これがスーパーミートボーイのどこの曲で使われるのか全くわかりません。
I'm still pretty good S rank.
Of chaos.
Alright.
楽勝だぜ。
Drink by itself impossible is
さあ次の楽曲もスーパーミートボーイ
On
よ
the other
り。
side of the spectrum, this is
ブ
a
ーチャ
song
ス
I
ブリー
have
ズでございます。
also from Super Meat
あ、
Boy.
この人ポリゴン済みだ。すごいや。
Buddhist Blues, or the original song, Buddhist Blues.
このインテンシティっていうのが難易度を表してるのかな。これ29か。確か1から30の間の29か。
a bit faster, and we got these double time skeletons here.
Now, as a reminder, folks, this is the second of the 3 extra showcase songs that we've unlocked so far. There is a 4th one you can unlock. It's $65 more that we need to get there. So if you want to see more of this showcase with more of these songs from games that you recognize, there is no time to waste. We got to get those donations in now.
Right on.
Also more tempo changes.
Oh yeah, that caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. These arrow traps too, forcing all the enemies onto one square.
Let's speed it back up though.
Now we're talking.
Oh, there we go.
Also, I love what they do with the traps in the Meat Boy songs.
Oh yeah, this is great. Using the traps to create fun visuals based on the song.
On a roll.
Alright, that was pretty solid.
何ですかあんな早々からハテナが出てきたらもうノーツを以前から覚えないと無理ゲーじゃないですか。
Ended with a pretty high combo.
That's how we
Not quite an S plus still, but pretty close. Alright, but it's time
That's
for our
素晴らしい。
last bonus song that we've unlocked, unless anybody gets any more donations in. Because now
さ
we're
あ
moving
次は
on
セ
to
レステとの
Celeste.
コラボ曲の一つ。ガッテル&ロ
These
スト。
songs are not remixes, these are put straight in.
あ、そうか、
from
これは
the
さすがにショッ
Celeste
プキーパー
original
モード
soundtrack.
ないのか。
But that doesn't mean they're not good songs, because it's the Celeste soundtrack.
3, 2, 1, come on. Now we're talking.
For anybody familiar with Celeste, this is the music from Chapter 3, which is the hotel. Oop, my game just froze. Big lag spike. That's unfortunate, but that's fine.
I do love Madeline's character design too.
Yeah, some of the other Celeste songs do have the other character be Madeline instead of Madeline.
Celeste is a game that took me a long time to clear because I'm notoriously not great with platformers, but it is absolutely amazing, and the soundtrack from Celeste is perfection, so I'm very glad they collaborated with Rift here.
And I mentioned a while ago that they really do try to make the tracks fit what the song is, like the charts, I mean. And that is especially true later in this one specifically.
Right on.
Because if you remember from the end of the level in Celeste with the chase with Oshiro, there he is.
I love that little detail, the flaming skull.
Right on. On a roll.
Yeah, because of the nature of Celeste's soundtrack, a lot of the Celeste charts are actually really difficult because Lena Rain has a penchant for putting notes not on the downbeats. And that is especially bad in some of the other charts, but this one's not too, doesn't go too wild with those kinds of things, which is why I'm able to comfortably show it off.
It is nice they included that little like 30-second time with the worm so you can catch your breath a game.
We are coming up on the end of the last song now. In like 30 seconds to a minute.
Now we're talking.
Also, this song's very mean.
うわ、最後ややこし
You
い。
did
最後
great
やや
for
こしい
that,
だ。
No,
though. But that last little
アルマジオ地帯はもうドラムロールが来るって
I
非常に
missed
分かり
that
や
last
すい
enemy
構
more
成。
times than I care to admit, because I just forget
シンバルとか
it's
ドラム
there.
とかが叩かせられるところだ。あー、惜しい、ギリギリ B だ。
Just barely missed the A. That's unfortunate. But that was that is time.
本当だ、カセット持ってる。そうですね、ネクロダンサーの音ゲー、去年出ました。
But I would assume Vanny would have let me know if that had happened.
あー、タイマーストップかかっちゃいま
I
したね。
certainly
もう
would
そうか
have,。and,
EST とか
we
系
do not
か
have any more donations to share, but that does not detract from the fact that you gave us an absolutely fantastic showcase here of Rift of the NecroDancer.
I'll pull back the curtain and let the people know what they missed. There is 3 Crypt of the NecroDancer songs in here, and I was going to play Power Chords, which is from the Crypt of the NecroDancer Amplified
あ、でも
DLC.
残りの2曲もやってくれ
And
る
there's
かな。
Pizza Tower music. I was going to play It's Pizza Time. is the
やっぱり
first
ピザタイムじゃないか。
song. This song has like 6 tempo changes because the song itself has like 6 tempo changes. But yeah, that is about all you're going to be getting
ピザ
from
タワーも
Rift
難
of
易
the
度
NecroDancer
24な
tonight.
ん
I
ですっ
hope
て。
everybody had a good
いいぞ
time
ピザタイム
jamming to the good music, watching all of the fun visuals, and just had a great time just watching and enjoying it. So yeah, if you want to see more of me, you can find me over at twitch.tv/IllegallySam. I don't stream this game too much, if ever, because if I want to get good
これは
scores,
出しの時に流れる
it's best
BGM
to
で
do
す
that on my
ね。
own time and
まあ
not when I'm trying to
ワリ
focus
オラン
on
ドシリーズ、ワリオランドアドバンスもね、
talking to an
とてもインスパイアしているゲームなんで。
But I do
そうなんですよ、
stream
スイ
a
ッチで
lot
も
of
出て
indie
るん
games,
ですよ。
so if
確か
you're
数ヶ月前か
interested
な。
in any
数
of
ヶ
that
月前
kind of
冬
stuff,
に
feel free to check me out.
だったか
Echo,
な。
if you
海
got
外
anything you
の
wanna say.
海外のニンテンドースイッチのロン
Yeah,
まあ
you
ペー
can
ジで出
find
てたん
me
で
at
ね、
Echo
動画で。
_tree. I also don't play this game on stream because it's very, very hard to stream and play at the same time. It's best to focus. But I play some cute, wholesome games sometimes. I've been playing a lot of costume
これは
Quest. Also
これはもう
some
最終
Disney
決戦の
games here
BGM
and
だったっけ
there.
な
So, yeah, thanks for inviting me, Sam, to help you commentate.
Thanks for doing this because yeah, I cannot talk a lot during some of these songs.
You did more than I thought you would. Very, very
ノイズ
impressive.
の
You're able to
テーマ
still
曲
clear
か
all
な
these songs, get good scores, and talk at the same time.
Yeah, I definitely sacrificed a little bit of gameplay at some of the times I was talking, I will say.
あ、そうか、ソング4まで足りなかったからここで終了になったのか。ソング3までは達成されていたんです
No,
ね。
thanks for letting me show this off. Thanks for meeting the bonus game in the first place because, you know, that's the only reason I was able to show it off in the first place. Thanks for meeting those 3 bonus songs that we did hit. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed.
この辺りはもう本家クリプトネクロマンサーの曲ですね。もう絵柄見たら。
Alrighty, thank you one more time to IllegallySam for
はい、というわけでね、ボーナス達成3曲披露ってところで、はい、ショーケース終了になります。素敵なプレイありがとうございました。では次のゲームの準備がありますので、一旦失礼します。
That was definitely very cool. And again, like he was saying, that was made possible by a lot of your generous donations that came in earlier in the day to unlock that bonus showcase. So well done there. That was definitely a lot of fun to watch for everyone, I could tell, because of all of the